Welcome to the dream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Amashi, and we're back for some more Baldur's Gate 3 Patch 4 Druid. Last time, we got the infamous Weave scene and started the Gale romance. It's still a pain in the ass to trigger. You got anything to say now that we triggered your romance, Gale?
What's on your mind?
Of course you don't, because the game is unfinished and hasn't implemented that stuff yet. Alright, if you remember back in part 3, we saw Shadowheart banging on this door. This is the entrance to the second dungeon. Now, there's another entrance up top, but I like this way, because most people don't do it this way. Okay, we're gonna lockpick the door. God damn it. Astarion, do you have lockpicks? You don't. Okay. Because this is a route that people don't normally take, I really want to show it off, so I'm going to reload until I can get it to unlock with a lockpick. Alright, let's try this again. Lockpick the door.
What? You got it open, just like that?
Alright, at long last. Okay, so I think I want to go back to the Druid's Grove, actually, real quick, before we start the dungeon. And buy some more thieves toolkits, because I think I may need some, and also some trap disarms for Astarion. I'd like to remind you all to please like. Oh my God, Gale.
It'll take these folks weeks to make it there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk's Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What's next?
What good would it do for me to be
Feel
troubled?
like we're being
We
watched.
can't save them all.
Okay, so as I was saying, I'd like to remind you all to please like the video and comment down below. People don't do it unless you tell them to, and this isn't like me calling people out. I forget to do it all the time too. Alright, so do you have some trap disarms and thieves toolkits? You do. Trap disarm, thieves toolkits. These are cheap, right? Let's sell a couple of bows, dagger. I really hope that they revamp the inventory screen, because it's not great. The inventory and bartering screens, as well as inventory management, because as I've said in the past, and many others have said in the past, it's not particularly great. Having item values that don't lie to the player is a nice start. I actually don't feel like I have to steal as much now.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
No sweethearts, no. I prefer them savory.
This is what I get for trying to strike up conversation.
To be fair, you did ask for it. You walked right into that one, Shadowheart. Okay, what am I doing? I have fast travel. Overgrown ruins.
This place wasn't built for
Alright,
the
I
living.
love this dungeon. As I've said in my feedback to Larian in the past, this was the moment where I fell in love with the game. And you're about to see why. Essentially, that right there. We're gonna have everyone else make some perception checks.
Trap. Be cautious.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about why I love this dungeon so much. The first aspect being that in the CRPGs of old, there was something always lost by trying to convert the tabletop rules to a CRPG, into a video game. One of those things that was lost was seeing the DM rolling dice in the background. And the reason it was lost is because, well, we don't need to show that to the player. Because the computer can just do it. The computer calculates the rolls real fast, there doesn't need to be any rolling or shown. What that loses is the aspect of you walking into a room and the DM goes, hold on, rolling dice, and the DM telling you, you don't see anything. And then you going, what is in this room that my character didn't see? That's lost when you translate tabletop games into a video game. And you don't really notice that it's lost until you play Baldur's Gate 3 and get that feeling of, what is in this room that no one can see? And it's like, oh, there's all these traps, which obviously means that whatever is in the sarcophagus in the center room is booby-trapped. So we're gonna walk around and, traps. So I'm going to have Astarion first. We'll have Shadowheart guidance Astarion, and he's going to start disarming some of these traps. In particular, the ones that are actually going to be a problem for me. So, something that should show up when you do left alt are traps. And all these faces and all these containers, these should show up when I click alt. There's a reason there was a mod for this in DOS 2, because it's hard to see things from an isometric perspective. Not just from it's hard to see things in general in video games. So having something that's like, hey, alt, show me the names of all the things in the room that I have found. So we're going to disarm this trap. Astarion? Astarion, please. Okay. I'm going to disable that one. How many trap disarms do you have, Astarion? They're all in my inventory. Let's move them to Astarion. It's got 5. So we have 5 failures before we don't have any trap disarms. Now, of course, you can disarm the traps, but your alternative is just, because these are grease traps, so you can throw down boxes or something to stop the grease from pouring into the room. So I think I've disabled all the traps that I can see. I can't tell, because left alt isn't showing them to me. Alright, so I'm gonna edit out my looting, because you guys don't need to see that. And again, an area loot to be like, okay, now that I've disarmed all the traps, let me just loot all these containers. So I don't have to click on each individual one. Alright, let's read the plaque. See if anyone can read it.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Well, my character can't.
A dead language. Something ancient must have been worshipped here.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
There's, of course, dark vision, because this place is very dark. Gale cannot see here. Now, I believe the light cantrip does not work in the current version of the game. I don't think anyone even has light right now, anyway. Nope, does not seem to be the case. Alright, next. We're going to have everyone sit right here, except for me. And I will go open this. We're going to take this Watcher's Guide and that key. And the next thing that made me love this dungeon is the introduction of forced turn-based mode, which is absolutely phenomenal. This was something that was desperately needed back in Divinity Original Sin 2, when you were sneaking around trying to rob people. Actually, Gale, can you Misty Step next to the button? can't see the button. There we go. And that disables all the traps. We used the spell slot there, but it's fine. I believe we've looted the entire room. Again, can't really tell, because there's no aerial loot, and left alt isn't showing me all the containers. See, it shows me some containers, just not all of them. The inventory screen is just so bad. Okay, there we go. I shall leave this on screen for a bit for those who want to read it. Alright, so that was where I came from, I believe. So let's get some light in here, so Gil can see. And that key that we got from that sarcophagus unlocked this door.
Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
You know what that
What
sounds
was
like to
so
me?
subversive about their
Loot.
words that they commanded protection.
Sounds like loot to me. Roll of silence, protect from evil. Evil? No, evil. Evil is what I meant to say. There really should be something to increase walking speed. Because right now, I feel like walking speed is a bit too slow. Or a toggle to, like, change movement speed outside of combat. In combat, you can have it whatever you want.
Jurgle? I didn't think anyone worshipped the scribe of the dead.
Alright, so we've learned that this is Jurgle's resting place.
The inscription is in a language unknown
Because
to you.
because this character couldn't read it. Shadowheart should be able to read it.
The inscription is in a language unknown
What?
to you.
Man, I wish there was an area loot button so bad. Let's come over this way and hit this lever. Gives us another way in or out. And I remember back when Swen was showing off the game for the first time, and this completely bugged out during the, I believe it was PAX East 2019. It was quite a show. I love watching Swen play games. If Swen ever wanted to, after Baldur's Gate 3 and hopefully eventually Divinity Original Sin 3, if Swen ever wanted to just retire and become a streamer for a while, people would watch him in droves. Just saying. Right. I'm going to arm myself. I will likely cut out me arming myself. So this dancing lights isn't particularly useful. I'll give that to Gale. I think I'm actually going to give the Watcher's Guide to Will. Shadowheart, you need a dagger. Oh my god, honey. This crossbow and this mace ain't doing it. You can't hit shit. Also, Astarion, you need another dagger, because you're going to be dual wielding. Oh, it feels so wrong having a bow in my hands. Oh yeah, Gale has Rain Dancer on. I forgot. The scene is so good.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
Not really. When they're skeletons. Okay, so I think cunning action. So Astarion has 2 bonus actions, which is pretty great. We're going to go over here. Can I dash again? Is my question. I can. Okay, so if I sneak attack from here, I don't have any disadvantage, right? There we go. Astarion's great. We're going to bless. I'm now going to make Astarion a thief every single time now. Because double bonus actions is super powerful. Even if he can't use shove because his strength is garbage, the ability to dash twice on a single turn is so good. Especially with how much damage he does with sneak attack. Okay, my turn. I think I'm going to wild shape. I'm going to cast jump on myself. And then wild shape into wolf. Yeah, wolf, because that's just... I just feel comfortable with wolf. Okay. Alright, forgot. Can't jump because use my bonus action. Alright, Gale. He can't see. Because it's dark, but he doesn't need to see. Because he has magic missile. Also, I cannot stand how the bar works. I've already given my feedback on how they should change the bar. I believe in past videos, but there should be like a expanded bar, like WoW, and the bar should also not unlock every time I reload. So we're going to magic missile level 1 because I can't miss. Since I took their weapons while they were down, they can't use any. Alright, so I'm just gonna Cunning Ash and dash. Because that's really strong. And I'm gonna Cunning Action dash again. And sneak attack melee. I'm pretty sure I'm not... This should work, right? Astarion, why? Why did you gotta miss? Why'd you gotta miss? Okay. Getting bolt. Please don't miss. Thank you. Camera angles need some work. So we're gonna jump over to Astarion's location. Or, you know what? No. We're gonna jump over to here. And start chowing down on the scribe. I was hoping it would one-shot him. He lived on 1. If I move Gale up as far as he will go, can he see over into this room? I hate that edge panning doesn't work. Okay, so he can finish that one off. And hopefully hit these 2. There we go. Yeah, we're done. Now, Astarion can run over and dash to him. I love double dash. That's great. Not the Mario game. Like the ability to cunning action dash twice. Although double dash, the game's fine. Just a bit too far away. Just a smidge. If I guiding bolt him, though, and I don't quite like using so many spell slots in a single fight, but there's not really any reason not to, with the way the resting system works. So if I guiding bolt you, and it doesn't kill, but it's guiding bolt's gonna kill. Let's shift back. I don't remember how to dismiss shape. There it is. I feel like dismiss shape should be more clear. Astarion has dialogue right now, huh?
Sorry bones guarding dusty trinkets. Pathetic.
Seriously? 2 dialogue options? Don't you feel even a little sorry for them? They're monsters, I wouldn't give them a second thought. That's disappointing. It's disappointing that there's, again, just 2 dialogue options here.
Fair enough. But you never know when you might become one yourself.
Did I miss the scribe? I guess I must have. Getting back some of that gold that I used to buy those thieves kits and trap disarms. I was kind of hoping I could do the entire dungeon in this one video, but doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. So we're gonna do this next conversation and end off here. And we will do the second half of the dungeon when I return.
It won't move.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Because it's so dark, I couldn't notice that I had already...
Sarcophagus.
I didn't notice that the door was already open, because it was so dark. Speak with Dad. That is going on me pronto. Can anyone read this plaque?
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Considering my strength of 8, someone else other than me should probably be doing this. Oh, the sound effects are great.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me,
Ooh, that's not right.
right as always. What a curious way to awaken.
What is...
Now I have a question for thee.
What is with all the clipping?
worth of a single
What is in front of us?
life?
Okay, so I'm gonna switch characters to, like, Gale. No, Shadowheart, because she has dark vision, and see what is happening. No, everyone's in the conversation, so I can't do that. Wait, the question? What's the reason for it? So he has spoken. What he are you talking about? Let's go with 2. So he has spoken. What he are you talking about?
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is not important.
Why is
now.
there 2 of him?
Wilt thou answer my question?
Yes, ask away.
So, I ask again. What is the worth of a single mortal life?
So the other options probably should have been on here. On that first page, so I could have just answered him outright. So we have, no one life is worth more than any other. We are all equal. That depends on a person's deeds. Life's only value is as currency. Doesn't matter to me otherwise. Each life is of infinite value. Merit sacrificing everything for. The only life that matters is mine, and depends on the mortal. There are a couple of options here that I'd like to add in regards to the class that you are playing. Like, every class has a couple of different answers. But I'm going to go with the only life that matters is mine.
At this particular junction, perhaps that is not so far from the truth.
What? Why? Huh? Why did it loop back into this? I'm gonna say depends on the mortal.
I am curious by what standards thou shalt judge. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Okay, so that scene has never bugged out in this way for me before. That was bizarre, and it doesn't make sense for... I'm not gonna say who I believe the person's name is yet, but it doesn't make sense for that person to have the standard zombie noises right now. Doesn't make sense. If I'd had to hazard a guess why it's happening, it's because they were using the standard, like, zombie or skeleton template for the talkative skeleton, even though probably shouldn't. Alright. Video's gone on a little longer than I anticipated. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please like the video, comment down below, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel, because it tells me you like my content and want me to keep making it. It also helps the channel grow. Until next time, later.